IMCARS, and today we're going to do a video review for you on a 2018 Jeep Trackhawk. So this is the supercharged version of the SRT. This thing has an absolutely crazy amount of horsepower, crazy amount of torque. It sounds incredible. I think it looks pretty good. We're just going to do a quick inside-outside review. We'll take it for a little drive and let's go. So, yeah, we'll start with, I think, the big selling feature of the Trackhawk, and that's the fact it's got a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 engine, right out of the Hellcat from the Charger and Challenger models. So 707 horsepower in this SUV, and 645 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing, when you punch it, like, it's instant. The supercharger, there's no build up, it's just instant torque, instant acceleration, and it sounds pretty good too. You've got a really loud supercharger whine, I think a really good exhaust note, and yeah, it goes. I don't know the 0 to 60 time, but I'm gonna guess this is like a mid 3 second, which is pretty quick. It's gonna be right on par with X5M competition, maybe not quite as fast, and we're gonna take it through a little bit of let's say some corners here so we can see how it handles all the power, because I'm not sure that this is going to be the best handling SUV, but it's certainly not unsafe. So just talking a little bit about the inside of this, and it's pretty much basic like any other Grand Cherokee. It's got a full leather package, it's got the carbon fiber trim, which is right out of the SRT 8. Everything else is pretty standard. This navigation system is going to be in all the Cherokee models, right from the bases up to the Trackhawk. And one thing I will say, heated steering wheel works very good. It's very hot, and obviously you got all your other heated cooled seats, all that. I'd say the inside it's nice. It's not a bad interior at all, but it just doesn't have the same quality as some of the German and Italian cars. It's kind of pretty domestic, pretty Mopar. Nothing really special about it. But again, that's not to say it's bad. It's just kind of like average. And obviously, if you don't drive something newer model, like, it's going to be a very nice interior, right? Handling, I don't know. It's not unsafe, but it doesn't have the same kind of. I don't know. It doesn't feel like an X5M or Urus. Pretty crazy for an SUV. Like, just to have the torque like that in an SUV is nuts. And the supercharger whine is pretty crazy too. Like, this thing sounds really good, I will say that. It sounds really good, and it's completely stock. I think if you were to modify this, maybe put like a pulley and an exhaust system, this thing would scream even more, and probably get another 100 horse out of this thing. Like, probably pretty easily with that supercharged motor. All right, so the SRT8 Trackhawk, there is some different modes down here. There's a track, sport, automatic, tow, or snow and tow, and of course you can customize all these. It does also have a launch control, which we're going to show you here in just a second. All right, so to engage your launch control, you're going to go into track mode, press the launch button. It's going to come up here and say launch enabled. Apply full throttle. You're going to do so. Release brake. That's nuts. That's absolutely nutty in a, I don't even know, 6,000 pound SUV. This thing's crazy. This thing's absolutely nuts. about the Trackhawk is on the exterior, it really doesn't look too different than an SRT8. So the only real visual that's different, the obvious one, is the yellow brake calipers. Whereas on the SRT, they'd actually be maybe red. The wheels are a slight different style, but I've also seen these wheels on SRT8. So, you know, if you know the calipers, great. It does say supercharged here, so that's another little giveaway, which if I owned one of these, I would rip that off. I'd want this thing to be absolute sleeper. And then coming around the back, so there is quad tip exhaust instead of the dual big output on the SRT. But other than that, no other, just the Jeep badge, absolutely nothing else. I mean, it's a pretty sleeper. Like, you could rock this thing around, and I don't think too many people are gonna know you've got 700 horsepower or more if you're modifying it. So again, I don't think it's like an ugly SUV. I think it's pretty nice compared to the regular Grand Cherokee. But at the same time, like if you compare it to like an X5M or a Cayenne Turbo S, I think those look way better. They're way more actual sporty. So that's my take on the styling of the Trackhawk. Okay, so that is my review, short review of the 2018 Jeep Trackhawk that we have here for sale. My personal opinion of this SUV is, I think at, you know, current market value of like 110 grand, I wouldn't buy one of these. That's just completely honest. If this thing was more market correct at like 75, 80, I think it'd be a really good buy, but I'm not a fan at 110. You're starting to get into like X5M territory and stuff like that. So that's kind of my impression of the Jeep Trackhawk. I do think it's a good SUV. It's not really my style. I tend to more go towards the German and Italian cars, and for that reason, I don't really see the value in it. But I mean, it's got lots of power, so if you're after that, that's kind of its main selling features of the power. If it didn't have 707 horsepower, it's kind of just like whatever. That's my take on it, and I think you're better off buying an 18 SRT for half price. For 60 grand, whatever they're going for, you'd probably get just as much enjoyment, and if you think it's slow, maybe add a supercharger on for sub 10. So that's kind of my impression, and that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out our channel members, and if you're interested in joining, you can do so by clicking join down below, and make sure you like this video and you're subscribed to the channel, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.